Good afternoon. My name is Edward Sanshin Oberholtzer. I'm the resident priest here at the Joseph Priestley Zen Sangha in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. We're an affiliate of Empty Moon Zen. It's not often that a chant we do in Zen practice elicits controversy, although I have had someone tell me that the Gata of Atonement was entirely too Calvinist for him. The Five Rememberances, a brief verse we used to chant back in Boundless Way days, is another. I've been told it was depressing, too strong a reminder of our own mortality. I personally think that that reminder can't be strong enough. I continued to use it in pre-COVID days and am inclined to revive it in the midst of the pandemic, even if it's not strictly Soto. Today it seems appropriate. The Five Remembrances are the words of Shakyamuni Buddha from the Upajjhapana Sutta. And they go, I am of the nature to grow old. There is no way to escape growing old. I am of the nature to have ill health. There is no way to escape having ill health. I am of the nature to die. There is no way to escape death. All that is dear to me and everyone I love are of the nature of change. There is no way to escape being separated from them. My deeds are my closest companions. I am the beneficiary of my deeds. My deeds are the ground on which I stand. Yesterday morning, the alarm went off at 4:30 a.m. Now I know that Zen priests are supposed to spring out of bed at ungodly hours, but I'm old. There was a chill in the air despite climate change's gift of an unusually warm Indian summer here in Pennsylvania. And getting up early was not exactly what I wanted to be doing. I am, after all, of the nature to grow old and crotchety. But my wife, Karen, had to get to the regional medical center there for biopsy at 6:30 in the morning, and she wasn't going to be able to go there alone. We're both getting older. I know they say that 60 is the new 40. We're both well past that marker. And anyway, I've known enough people who at the age of 40 had to face down a cancer diagnosis. We are, after all, of the nature to have ill health. And so we were on our way in the November darkness, not to find out whether this was cancer, but that was already a certainty, but to find out how far along it was, and to get some sense of what the future might hold. It's easy to blithely say that we're all going to die. I am, after all, of the nature to die, and I've been only too happy to tell that to anyone, whether they ask for it or not. It's another thing altogether to look it in the face, particularly when that face is of someone you love. All that is dear to me and everyone I love are of the nature of change. There is no way to escape being separated from them. Husband and wife are one flesh. That biblical phrase, however retrograde it might seem, still feels right in the early morning darkness. But what are we to do? How do we see this remembrance, these five painful truths, as anything other than a counsel of despair? Our way, our Zen practice, is a turning towards whatever arises. Cao Shan asked a monk, when it's so hot, where do you go to avoid it? The monk said, I'll avoid it inside a boiling cauldron, within the coals of a furnace. Cao Shan asked, how can it be avoided in a a boiling cauldron, or among the coals of a furnace. And the monk said, the multitude of sufferings cannot reach there. Well, I beg to differ. The multitude of sufferings are there, but we can turn toward them. We can become them. And as we do, for that moment, we, the suffering, our spouses, each of us, the very world, are one. And for that moment, for that now, we are present with all eternity. Dongshan knew this, and when a monk asked him, when cold and heat visit us, how should we avoid them? Dongshan said, why not go where there is neither cold nor heat? The monk asked, where is there neither cold nor heat? Dongshan said, when it is cold, the cold kills you. When it is hot, the heat kills you. And so, where does suffering alight? What is there left for it to land on? What burns? What freezes? You know, I have no skill in healing, so I'm spared making promises I can't keep. All I can say, all we can say, is that I'm here. We're here in this boiling cauldron, here among the coals of this furnace, here with one another. Thank you.